All right, for more on this, we are now being joined by Adele Nazarian, a senior media fellow at the Gold Institute for International Strategy. She's joining us live from Washington, D.C. Adele, great to see you. Well, many
Great to be
experts
on.
believe that the garbage remark on the part of President Biden is perhaps the best election gift from Democrats to the Republicans. Can you give us a sense of how expensive it may turn out to be for the Democrats, notably Kamala Harris?
Oh, Suzanne, great to be on with you. What a great package also. I laughed so much hearing it. It was great. This is a pretty expensive gap, I have to tell you. President Biden is the gift that keeps on giving to the Republicans. And it's only a shame that, there wasn't more time to have him slip up some more. I think this is going to end up costing them many, many millions of dollars. Already, the Harris campaign is outspending the Trump campaign. They've also did significantly better in fundraising because of all the Hollywood backing. A lot of people think it's pressure behind the scenes because of the people who are involved with P. Diddy stuff, but that's to be remains to be seen. But regarding the trash problem, if I may
Mm.
just say, um, Puerto Rico has a really pressing trash problem. It's a visual blight. I've been there several times. I've seen it myself. And what the comedian was saying
Yep.
wasn't actually referring to the people at the Trump campaign. It was referring to the literal trash problem. But definitely what Joe Biden came out and said, really way off left center, and it will end up, as you said, as you asked, rather, costing the Kamala Harris campaign a pretty penny.
And it's interesting that, a distasteful joke, a comment by a comedian at a Trump rally informally is being compared to a comment made by the leader of the free world, Joe Biden. There was an interesting article in Politico that said Joe Biden's actually doing this on purpose to derail the Harris campaign because they sort of sidelined him. That's one theory. But ultimately, what impact do you think this controversy would have on the election, particularly among Latino voters?
It's highly possible subconsciously. I can say this. When it comes to the Cuban American diaspora, in the bag, Trump supporters all the way. When it comes to the Puerto Rican diaspora voters, they are a bit more divided. They always have been. The Democrats like to push this whole, ethnic kind of, race baiting people, when in fact the Republicans don't like to do that. But that's the reason why a lot of the Puerto Rican population is kind of divided amongst Trump and Republican and Democratic supporters. I think ultimately, though, that what will end up happening is, yeah, it may have the misinformation that's being spread on social media from Harris and supporters and Democrats in general has been abominable. They're basically going on and trying to say that Trump is the one who is, by not, by allowing for the comedian to make that comment, that he's gone ahead and actually directly, disparaged Puerto Ricans, when first of all, Puerto Ricans weren't being disparaged. Literally, as I said before, Puerto Rico has a trash problem. But I think what's going on here is the political correctness has once again been a weapon. It's become a weapon used against everyday people
Mhm.
and a weapon, a tool of misinformation. So I definitely think that maybe this will help Harris because of the misinformation. She's been campaigning in a Puerto Rican diner, I think it was just today, or sorry, yesterday, and so she's going to pick up a few points there. But ultimately, I don't think it's going to be enough to derail a Trump presidency if it's meant to happen. Not at all.
Mm. Yeah, and it was very impressive to see the former president last night giving a shout out to sanitation workers across the country as well while wearing the uniform. It's such an interesting campaign season, Adele. I'm sure you agree. We'll be watching very closely, and I love talking to you about it. Thanks for joining us.
Wise, thank you.